We all know the feeling. You make a well-constructed argument backed by faultless facts and logic. But it doesn't matter, because the adversary thinks they're smarter than they are and makes some witty comments. I'm in the most remote parts of the Finnish lakeland, and I still can't find who asked, they say. There is no hint of rational thought in his incoherent blabbering. However, you realise that you indeed cannot answer the question of who asked, leading their shriveled Muppet mind to believe that they've won. This is unacceptable, but there is nothing you can do, as the tormenting cold of this answerless question extinguishes your voice entirely. Normally, you would probably just walk away and cope, or cry about it and think of something to say a few hours later. But what if I told you there was another way? A way of finding exactly who asked, so that you can shove this information back into their condescending, witless dishcloth face. Development of this machine dates back to the spring of 1963, when Ford Motor Company was poised to negotiate a successful buyout of Ferrari. Enzo Ferrari himself was at first eager to accept the deal, but Ford made one fatal mistake. A clause in the contract stated that Ford would hold complete authority over budgeting, including for Scuderia Ferrari. Enzo was unwilling to relinquish control over the racing division of his company, and upon learning this, he was utterly offended. He accused Henry Ford II of building ugly cars in an ugly factory and insinuated that he would never live up to his grandfather, the real Henry Ford. He lambasted Ford for violating his integrity as a constructor, a man, and an Italian. To this tirade of insults, Henry Ford II simply replied,
"Okay, but who asked?"
This scathing attack humiliated and enraged Enzo, who vowed that Ford will be punished severely for their derogatory proposal. He would show them exactly who asked. Thus, as he embarked on his pioneering expedition, the Who Asked radar was born, and after almost 20 years of development in a joint collaboration between Lancia and Ferrari, it made its debut in 1983. This was the result. It was mounted on a Lancia Abarth 037, built to the regulations of FIA Rally Group B, which produced the fastest, most powerful and most sophisticated rally cars ever made. The Lancia is no exception. The absolute pinnacle of two-wheel drive design, it was the last of its kind to win the World Rally Championship, and there is no better platform on which to mount the Who Asked radar. As for the radar itself, it was the brainchild of Enzo Ferrari. It searches the entire globe and finds the exact time and location of all the people who have inquired. At last, the haunting enigma of who asked will be put to rest. Once an unstoppable force that installed fear into all who heard it, the two words now mean nothing to you, and the next person to attempt mounting this weak maneuver will be woefully unprepared for the total annihilation they are doomed to face. With this weapon in your arsenal, you can now insert yourself into any conversation with complete confidence that no one will be able to parry your attacks. Who asked? A feeble voice mutters. A smile cracks across your face. The next victim of the Who Asked radar has volunteered himself for destruction. They asked, and you shall provide. You start the machine. You take a nice drive down the North Coast 500 in Scotland. You show them your findings. Yesterday,